Hey, ProdigiousTrip here. I'm going to talk to you today about Halo Episode 3. Now, this is the second season, so just giving you guys a heads up. Spoilers, please. Just, don't be like, oh, he spoiled it. If you haven't seen the episode, then don't watch the review of it, okay? There's a lot of stuff I do want to talk about because there's a lot of stuff that came up in it. So I'm just going to jump right into it, okay? So you get a lot more backstory here on Ackerson. He's like, I don't know why, but he feels like the main villain of this story so far. I mean, the Covenant is now like kind of this side character that's trying to glass all the planets that the UNSC has. And Ackerson just seems to be like the main villain who he knows what's going on, but he's not trying to do anything about it. And so, again, like I said, you get a little bit more of his backstory too. Like he's actually meets with I think it's his dad. And I guess his dad has dementia or Alzheimer's something. I'm sorry, I don't know what he has, but he doesn't remember a whole lot. And Ackerson has to remind him that, no, I'm sorry, mom's not alive, your daughter's not alive, And he kind of he's like, I know, kind of just trying to make him realize that he does know, but it's sad that he doesn't. And you find out more too, like I said, about who Ackerson is. Apparently, he had a sister. And she went through the Spartan program, but did not survive the augmented process to where, they enhance them and everything. So she died. How he knows about this, I really don't know. Because most of the time when they talk about Spartans, they're kidnapped as children and replaced with clones. So how he knows that his sister was killed in the process, I'm not exactly sure how he finds that out. But apparently he knows, I guess maybe because he's now a part of the UNSC and everything, whatever. But I think he blames Halsey for it because he keeps Halsey in like this. It's weird. He keeps her in, it's not a cage either. It's like a holographic room. I don't know why it has to be the holographic room because, I don't know, he can't just keep her in a normal cage or cell or whatever. But he keeps on bringing his sister as a clone to, I think it's just torment Halsey. She tries to play a game or whatever, or tries to get information from her, and every time she's about to say something, her clone dies. So it's just kind of weird to just see that happen over and over again, and Halsey's just, annoyed by it. But I don't know if Ackerson's supposed to try to get some information from Halsey, or if he's trying to slowly torture her. But it doesn't, again, I don't really know all the details of it. Hopefully they'll answer some more of it. Again, so he's just like this. He's just a really bad guy, and nobody likes him. He's already playing the. I'm just gonna say he's a douche. Sorry, but yeah, nobody likes him, and he always disagrees with Master Chief. But he knows what's going on. He knows everything that's going on and everything, and he's still just trying to play the normal bad guy. He even has Cortana in the next room, and he keeps on asking. He goes, "Have you run a simulation to see if you can predict a different outcome?" And she goes, "No. The outcome is always the same." And I think she's talking about how he's trying to figure out if he could save Reach. I really think that's what he's talking to her about. Like, is there any way that I can save the planet or save whatever? But all her simulations keep on telling him that, nothing's going to work and that everything fails. So I'm thinking that's what they're talking about, or that's what she's simulating is the fall of Reach. Because that seems to be the way that they're going so far with the story and everything. So, as of this video, I haven't seen episode 4. And I think, again, I've tried to avoid spoilers, or at least for me. I know I'm here spoiling stuff for you guys, and I haven't seen spoilers. And it does look like they're going to do the Fall of Reach probably in that episode 4. So, hopefully I'll be able to watch it this weekend. And then I'll be able to do another review or get it out to you guys. If you want to see it, if you don't want to hear about what's going on in Halo, it's fine. Or if you don't want to be spoiled by it, you want to watch the show itself, it's fine. You might as well watch again, if you can, because I know sometimes it's hard to get so many subscriptions. I've lost count, but it was more than my cable bill. And I got rid of cable because I had to pay so much for it. And so now all my subscriptions are just I might as well have cable again, And, but I understand if you can't see it or something. I know there's places to watch online, I guess, or if you want to just binge it once the full season comes out, that's what a couple of my friends did. So I get it. But for right now, I kind of just want to go over what I've seen in the episode and my thoughts on it and everything. And so I'll just continue to keep on going. So yeah, Ackerson's just a bad guy. He knows that Reach is going to fall. He knows that the Covenant's on Reach. And like the episode opens up with Master Chief and Silver Team, sorry. They stole a Pelican and they went to take off because he found out where he saw that there was a relay outstation that was out and Cobalt was sent to it to investigate. So Master Chief was just like, we're going to go find Cobalt or Team Cobalt because they haven't checked in. They're MIA. We need to save them. He knows that the Covenant's on Reach. And he tells his team, is like, look, we got to save them. I just know that they're here. But he didn't tell them that they're grounded or that they're, nobody cleared them for battle. So once they get to this relay station, they hear this loud, like, radio noise or whatever, and they don't know what it is. But as they go down below, they see that one of the doors is it's acting up. It's supposed to be opening, or I guess it's opening and closing, but he knows something's wrong. And then a whole army shows up to stop them. And they're like, all right, you guys are under arrest. You shouldn't be here. Master Chief, you were not cleared for duty. And of course, since he didn't tell everybody else, they're all just now questioning Master Chief too. So they're like, what are you doing? Why'd you do this? And, again, it looks like he's acting crazy. But again, Ackerson, he knows that Master Chief is right. And he doesn't even clear Silver Team at all for battle anymore. And he goes, you guys are confined to barracks and stuff until further notice. And he got Admiral Keyes on his side too. And like 2 guys are escorting Master Chief to his barracks. And sure enough, just like from I don't know if you guys ever saw the Winter Soldier or Captain America Winter Soldier movie. Captain America's like in an elevator with like 20 guys and he beats the crud out of them. But there's only 2 guys here with Master Chief. So I'm just like, oh, those guys are not going to last. He's like, yep, sure enough, Master Chief knocks them out. And he takes off and he tries to go talk to the I guess her name was Officer Perez. She's the one that he saved in the first episode when the Covenant attacked. And she's the only other person that knows that Master Chief is not crazy, but that knows that, hey, there's elites that are training or doing something. And whenever there's a relay outpost that's going down, it's because that's what they're doing to either start their attack or they're training or doing something. So he knows that something's going down and something's wrong. He already knows that, hey, the Covenant's on Reach. And so he's talking to her about it, and she says that she was able to, I guess, whatever information was in the radio tower, they got a signal or whatever, but she was able to translate it. And it's like a poem or something from the Covenant. And of course, it's not good. And all of a sudden there's this explosion. And that's kind of how the episode ends with like, I guess the attack or whatever beginning. So, a lot did happen in this episode. It wasn't very action-packed. It's fine. I don't mind having an episode that's about story as long as it's good. And you get some more information too. Like Riz has her own kind of story. She's still trying to heal from, I guess the last season when she got hurt bad. And so like her arm's all messed up and I think she's doing physical therapy because there's a blind guy. He's like I don't know if he's her physical therapist or if he just works in the gym area. But he said he was a Spartan and he's retired now. But he said, you don't have to just be there's more to being a Spartan than just, I guess, fighting or something or whatever. So he's trying to teach her something. And Kai is trying to figure out what, why Master Chief not lied to them, but, she's upset with him, doesn't like that. Ackerson still, again, he talks to Admiral Keyes like later on and he goes, well, we found Cobalt Team. They were up in the trees. And Admiral Keyes is like, you mean Master Chief has been right this whole time and you were just messing with him or whatever? And Ackerson says, look, we have to get off of Reach now. We have a plan. And, we're not going to fight today, but we could fight tomorrow kind of a thing. And so, like, he gave up. Like, he's not even going to try to stop whatever's happening on Reach. He's just going to let it happen. I don't know why, if he has a thing against Oni or if it's just against Halsey. But again, he's just like, he's just a bad guy. But again, I don't know what his logic is. So it's kind of a mystery. I'm not saying he's a good bad guy. It's just, I don't know what his problem is. I don't know if it's because, again, maybe he has a whole problem with the whole system because his sister was killed. Again, I don't know. Hopefully they'll explain it in the next episode. But so far, that's just him. That's just his character and stuff. And I'm trying to think of what else happened for this episode that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. But again, oh yeah, the in the first episode, Soren, he was in the asteroids rubble, and he was captured, and his friends told him that he was, I don't know, they told his wife that he was, I guess, killed or captured or something. And so his wife now is she's trying to escape the planet because she thinks that they're going to kill her. So Quan and her son, I don't know I forgot her son's name. Anywho, they try to take off in a ship. It doesn't work. They close it down, and her son ends up getting onto like one of the, I don't know if it's a refugee ship or what, but Quan comes back to save, Soren's wife, and she's like, "Where's my son?" And she goes, "I had to come back to save you." And again, I'm not really I'm not really a fan of Quan. I did not like her in the first season. Again, I like Soren, and I like to know more about his story, but I really don't want to care about Quan anymore. I'm so glad they glassed Magical. Thank you so much. I was so happy when I heard about that. I was just like, oh, Quan survived. I'm like, oh, whatever. So yeah, there's like again backstory with her that she's trying to help Soren's wife find him. But what's really funny is Soren or Ackerson ends up being the one that got Soren, and then he has Soren walk in to Halsey's, little holographic room or whatever. He's like, I think you guys have some stuff to talk about. And Soren does not like Halsey at all. He already talked about how much he hates her for doing all the stuff to the Spartans and everything. I guess somehow he messed up his arm being a Spartan, and kind of like what happened with Riz. But like he walks in just like, all right, like he's going to do something to her. He's going to either kill her, torture her, or something. So again, Ackerson just, again, being the bad guy, is just like, here, let me deliver Soren to, Halsey to, take her out or hurt her or whatever. So, and I'm just like, I want to see what's going to happen now because, again, they have to be on Reach because Ackerson can't just fly to another planet and fly back. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens in the next episode because, again, the Covenant's now attacking Reach, and in the games, it was one of the biggest problems. They talked about it too, was the fall of Reach was like this, like probably when the Covenant started to really like affect the UNSC, and really, I guess that was the time when they started fighting back or whatever, or I guess that was like the really main, I don't know, issue, or maybe it's what started the war. I don't know. So hopefully they'll either drag it out or at least like make it a really good episode or something. I hope it's not just like one episode and the planet's gone. It's like, oh, we're going to go to the next planet and do another backstory with Quan. Hopefully it's, hopefully the season gets good, because I think that like if this doesn't do well, then this is probably going to be it for a Halo show until they try to do something else. But I really like it. I'm hoping, again, there's so much potential and so much good they can do with it. So I'm hoping that it does get better. And it looks like it's doing a lot better from the last season. Finally don't have to deal with Magical. Gosh, thank you so much. But let's tone it down with the Quan crap. No one needs to know about her. She's fine, whatever. Let's hear more about Soren. Yeah, I want to see what he's going to do. I kind of want to know more about this blind Spartan guy that's, I guess he's going to start training Riz or teach her something or whatever. So that could be kind of cool. Getting more backstory or learning more about, poor Cobalt team is dead. But I know a lot of people are talking about like, hey, since this is a fall of Reach, I wonder if they're going to mention anything about like a Noble team. And I don't think they will. If they haven't talked about it yet, they probably won't talk about it here either. And for those of you who don't know who Noble Team is, there's a video game called Halo Reach, which is kind of like the prequel to all the Halo games, where, again, it's about the planet Reach, and you are a part of Noble Team, not Master Chief. You are part of Noble Team, which is 6 Spartans that are trying to save the planet. And you fail miserably. It's a really good story, though. I really like it because, for one, you get to play as your own character. And 2, it's sad. Everybody dies. Like, Noble Team is wiped out, but, like, each person has, like, their own death, and it's like, yeah. So you're the last one, and, you die trying to defend the planet. It's a really good story. I like that for the character. So, but I don't think they're gonna put that into the show. Or if they do, again, it'll have to be like, hey, Noble Team is stopping the Covenant or hold them back while we can escape the planet. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you haven't seen it, please, I'm really starting to like the show. Hopefully you guys will like it too. So thanks again for watching. I'm ProdigiousTrip. Catch you later.